And good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for tuning in to our Champ Sports Network broadcast of PIAA Class A State Championship Basketball. I am Wesley Uhler, joined alongside Jeff Wink. We are here inside the campus, inside the gymnasium, of North Allegheny. And we should have a great matchup on our hands between what has been regarded as the two top teams in Class A all season, Lincoln Park and Vincentian. Can you talk about a difference? Good. Keep going. When you talk about the difference between two schools, it's about as cut and dry as you can get here. Lincoln Park, a small music school that barely has any sports and allegedly recruits their basketball stars, while you have Vincentian, a small Christian school with a program built up from the ground with a rather large following, as you'll be hearing behind me all evening. Lincoln Park decked out in their white Jordan uniforms with blue and yellow trim. Vincentian decked out in their dark blue, navy blue, Adidas uniforms. They have blue and gold trim. Lincoln Park comes into the year with a 28-1 record, only blemish coming against Quad A foe Newcastle. While Vincentian comes into the year 24-3. You can hear behind us, folks, the Vincentian student section, the Royals. They're ready to go as we get ready for our introductions here.
PIAA Class A Quarterfinal featuring the Lincoln Park Leopards under the direction of head coach Mark Jacobs with a 27-1 record. The Vincentian Royals under the leadership of head coach George Titus with a record of 24-3. At this time, would you please stand as we honor America?
And we will pause for a second for national anthems, and we'll be right back here on the Champ Sports Network.
Writer Joe Koch.
Oh, say, can you see by dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last beam, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets red glare of bursting air deep rolled through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner wave o'er the land of our peace and the
And they are fired up here on the campus of North Allegheny. Packed house, not many seats to spare, and this is the matchup we've been waiting for all year. Thought we would see it in the WPIAL Finals, but unfortunately Vincentian was upset by Monessen. But two teams took care of business in the state playoffs, and we should be in for a barn burner tonight, folks. I hope they have all the light bulbs ready on those scoreboards, because these teams can sure Light it up.
Yeah, you talk about lighting it up, Wes. It's kind of funny. It's like I was talking to somebody when we found out Vincentian because they won their game before Lincoln Park on Tuesday, and I was saying, is there a scoreboard that can handle these two teams?
You did. That indeed you did. And we're about to find out here momentarily, Jeff. This one should be real exciting. We got the Vincentian student section right behind us. They're going to be loud and rowdy all game.
Vincentian wants to get back to the semifinals. They were upset last year in this round, so for them, if they pull up the upset, this would be a big boost for them. Lincoln Park, obviously, they're just going through the. It's almost like they're saying, okay, this is our thing here.
Lincoln Park with only one blemish on the season coming in today, and that was against one of the best teams in Quad A, Newcastle. So this Vincentian here would be one of their top tests all year. We'll see how they respond. I'm Wes Uhler alongside Jeffrey Wink, and this is Lincoln Park Vincentian here on the Champ Sports Network as Lincoln Park wins the opening tip-off, and we are ready to roll. Controlling on the left side is Shirvenko. He gets across court to Cummings. Cummings up top to Kellum. Kellum pumps, gets it inside to Minnie, who kicks out to Shirvenko. 3 on the way, he drills it. Not the guy you want to leave open if you're Vincentian as they come quickly back the other way.
If anyone can break this Lincoln Park press, it's Vincentian, because they basically their attitude is, well, we want to run too.
Absolutely, as we're going to have an early foul called here. Looked like it was on Maverick Rowan. Sorry, number 5, Elijah Mitty. The high-flying senior for Lincoln Park, as Ryan Wolf controls for Vincentian along the right wing side. Gets it up top for Kevin Fisher. Kevin Fisher back to Wolf. To the left, he launches a 3, and it's good. With the hand in his face, Ryan Wolf, the junior, ties things up, and he can really stroke, folks. Saw him drop 40 points on Obama Academy earlier this season, and it's going to be Skibrinko from the left wing side. Another 3, and he drills it. So like we said, these teams lighten up the scoreboard early. Only a minute in, 6-3. As Vincentian brings the ball and they break the trap across half court. Jamison Nee has it, kicks it outside for Ryan Wolf, back up top to Nee, who gets it on the left wing side for Kevin Fisher. He throws across court for Ryan Wolf, who hands it off to Jim Kenna. Kenna back up to Fisher. His 3 on the way and good. So far, Jeff, 4 shots, all 3-pointers, all made. 6-6 here early on in the first.
Yeah, you got that here in the.
There's another 3 on the way for Skibrinko. This one rattles in and out. Vincentian will pull down the rebound. The teams will fight for it. They're going to stay off Lincoln Park. Vincentian will bring it the other way. Kenna will inbound for Fisher. Fisher will bring it up across the timeline. He'll look to his coach for instruction. Throws it cross court to Ryan Wolf, who gives it right back to him. Now controlling is Kenna. Back up top to Fisher. Right wing side for Jamison Nee. He drives the basket, tries to shoot. It's blocked by Elijah Minnie. Vincentian will inbound. Elijah Minnie, he's a terror in the paint, a terror on the glass. We saw him there just swat that one away with ease. Vincentian having some trouble inbounding the ball, but they finally get it in. Controlling now is the junior, Ryan Wolf. The southpaw. He bounce passes cross court to Kevin Fisher, who hands it off to Meade. Meade gets it back to Wolf. Wolf now to Fisher once again. Fisher wipes his nose, calls out some plays for his teammates. Now finally starts to dribble, and he just gives it off to Ryan Wolf. Ryan Wolf once again hasn't dribbled yet. Vincentian just wanting to make Lincoln Park come out and attack them. And Lincoln Park finally does, and Ryan Wolf finally dribbles away from it. Now on the right wing side is Fisher. Into the corner for Kenneth. His three on the way off the front of the iron, no good.
He stepped on the line.
Antonio Kellum pulled down the rebound, but that was out of bounds. Vincentian will maintain possession. So early on here, we got a little game of cat and mouse with Vincentian and the Lincoln Park zone as the inbound pass is stolen by Antonio Kellum. He hands it off.
Oh, what a move by Maverick
Rowan. Could have been called for a foul there, but he got the ball off to Cummings. His shot was off the front of the rim and no good. Vincentian comes back the other way. Now on the left wing side, quick shot to Jamison Meade. Too far. Rebound pulled down by Elijah Minnie. Minnie brings it up. He attacks the basket, lays it right off for Maverick Rowan for an easy lay-in for two.
Now, Minnie on that rebound, how many times do you ever see them going up there and, like, if you mishandle a rebound, it usually goes the other team. He's big enough to be able to say, I'll just go take another shot at it.
And he just steals the ball, Elijah Minnie. Up court for Maverick Rowan, off the glass, left-handed and good. Maverick Rowan with the tough contested shot, the sophomore. He's got a height advantage, might be the tallest person out on this court other than his teammate Elijah Minnie. He put his height to use there. 10-6, Lincoln Park leads. A three from Ryan Wolf on the way. Drilled it. And the southpaw gets his second three of the game, and it's a 1-point Lincoln Park lead. And the Vincentian Royal student section behind us makes some noise. As Antonio Kellum gets the left wing to Maverick Rowan. His pass inside for Minnie. Up, off the window. Rattles around. No good. But he gets the tip in, folks. Elijah Minnie, he's going to do that all night. He is an offensive rebounding machine. And on that one, just tipped his own miss right back in. 12-9. Lincoln Park leads here early on. Now Ryan Wolf controls for Vincentian, launches another three. Off back iron, no good, too strong. Elijah Minnie with the rebound, and they're going to have to call it a foul.
I think they're calling it. He got fouled. This is on Vincentian.
Number 23, Jay Cortez, Jr. We are going to have a full timeout here, taken by Vincentian head coach George Ukotis. 12-9 our score here inside the North Allegheny Tigers Gymnasium, the Den, as they call it. As Lincoln Park leads 12-9. And so far, we've seen a lot of three-pointers being attempted, most of them being made. A lot of quick back-and-forth action. We've seen a little bit of a cat-and-mouse game with Vincentian just waiting for Lincoln Park to do something almost. Lincoln Park likes to play that. It's almost a 2-1-2 zone where they have two guys up top, two guys down low with kind of a floater in the middle. Vincentian, we saw there, just kind of standing on the wing, waiting for Lincoln Park to come play some defense. You're going to have to shoot well to break that zone, to force Lincoln Park to come out and guard you. And so far early on, Vincentian has done that, and we, of course, know they're capable of scoring a lot of points. As the freshman Renell Cummings will bring the ball off the court to Lincoln Park. Throws it to Elijah Minnie, who gets it right back to him. Now it's Skavrenko on the right side. Throws cross court to Maverick Rowan, who gives it up top to Kellum. Now in the corner for Skavrenko. He pumps, gets it back up top to Kellum, who almost loses the handle, gets double teamed now, gets it back to Skavrenko in the corner. Now it's Elijah Minnie getting the ball on the left wing side. He launches a three, that's up and swish. And that is the danger right there of Elijah Minnie. He will kill you inside, he will kill you on the glass all day, and then he'll step out and hit a three to make sure you're going to play some honest defense on him all game. He might have blocked a shot there in the paint, but they're going to call him for a foul. That'll be the second on Elijah Minnie. That's big here. There's still just under 3 minutes left to play in the first quarter. Elijah Minnie now has 2 fouls. And if you've watched Lincoln Park play at all this year, if you've listened to us cover Lincoln Park games, you know their bench doesn't go very deep. As now Christopher Pipkin comes into the game, he's really their sixth man. He's really the only one that they regularly sub in. This Lincoln Park team only likes to play 6 guys. And with Minnie in foul trouble, we'll see how that will change their plans.
Almost like they could go to 6 guys earlier than they really wanted to.
Both foul shots were missed there by Jay Cortese. Not what you want for the Vincentian Royals. As Lincoln Park comes back quickly the other way, it's Maverick Rowan on the right wing side. His 3 up and good. And just like that, Jeff, it's 18-9. Lincoln Park opens up a 9-point lead. They can score quickly as the freshman Renell Cummings steals the ball, brings it in, lays it in off the glass. 20-9, Lincoln Park now leads. As that full-court press looks like it might finally be starting to rattle Vincentian. We're going to have another timeout here. This time, sorry, once again taken by Vincentian head coach.
This one taken by Vincentian, the other one was a media timeout, so looks like we'll get those here. It's nice to get your thoughts together and everything.
Absolutely, Jeff. And so it was 12-9 just a minute ago. But Lincoln Park, they can light it up with the best of them. One of the best teams in the state, folks. Just to let you know, Lincoln Park, as a Class A school, it only has a couple hundred kids in the entire school, have fluctuated somewhere between the 5 and 15 rank in the entire state of Pennsylvania this year. To give you a better idea, Vincentian, who was there thought of as their biggest rival in the WPIAL Class A, has floated somewhere between the 300 and 400 range. So that just shows you kind of the disparity that's been with Lincoln Park the whole year. They're moving up to AA next year. A lot of people think they can play AAA. This year, as we mentioned, they played a tight game with Newcastle, who's one of the best teams in Quad A. That was their only loss all season. This Lincoln Park school recruits guys to come play. They're a music school. They only have 3 sports in the entire school. But this basketball team is, without a doubt, one of the best in the state. And they have shown it all year long with their 29-1 record. Now it's Vincentian controlling the ball. Up top with it is Nee. He gets it left wing side to Kenna. Hit 3 on the way and good.
You know, it's playing with Lincoln Park when they go to a zone. It's almost like in college, kids that have to play Syracuse for the first time. You know the 2-3 zones coming in here, but you have the athletes to really compete with how hard they play.
And Maverick Owen had a ball stolen away. Back the other way comes Vincentian. Tipped out of bounds by Lincoln Park. Sorry to cut you off there, Jeff.
Tell him he made that tip and then he went to try and save it but wasn't able to.
Just what the doctor ordered for Vincentian, a quick 3 and a steal. Now they got a chance to cut down on this 8-point Lincoln Park lead. A minute 52 left here in the first quarter, 20-12. The Leopards lead the Royals. As Brian Wolf passes cross court to Fisher. Fisher gives it back to Wolf. He gives it right back to Fisher. Now it's Wolf controlling on the right wing side once again. He drives in, spins, passes cross court to teammate Jim Kenna, who takes it in. His tough shot up off the glass, no good, but the offensive rebound pulled down by Ryan Wolf, but he has a stolen shot. Double dribble. The freshman Renell Cummings with a nice steal, but yeah, picked up his dribble, just got a little too excited, did the freshman. And Vincentian will inbound once again. Here comes Brian Wolf. He throws it inside to Kenna. Kenna gets it outside to Fisher. His tough shot off the glass and no good. Call a push off on Ryan Wolf. That call is going to be on Kevin Fisher off his own miss. He was crashing the glass there trying to follow the ball. Just got a little too aggressive in the paint. That is his first of the quarter of the game. There's Antonio Kellum. Brings it up the left wing side. Throws it across to Renell Cummings. Cummings in this corner for Skabrenko. He's going to let another three on the way, and he switched it once again. The 3-point specialist has got his third of the game. He leads all scorers with 9. 50 seconds left here in the first quarter as Vincentian comes back the other way quickly. Now it's Fisher controlling the ball. He gets double teamed, throws it cross court, tries to anyways for Jamison Nee, and it's tipped out of bounds by Antonio Kellum. Kellum didn't think he touched it. The referee told him he did. Vincentian will inbound from the corner.
That's probably one of those things you just say, yeah, okay. Just
Ryan Wolf now controls the ball. Throws it across to teammate Jamison Nee, who gives it right back to him. Vincentian loves these quick passes to try and open up the defense. Now Ryan Wolf with a tough floater. Missed it badly, but the offensive rebound was pulled down by Vincentian. Put up in by Kenna, but I don't know about that one. Looked like it went off the top of the back.
I thought it did too, and I think Vincentian got one.
Lincoln Park's coach is not happy, but it is what it is. It's back the other way. Come the Leopards. Skabrenko on the corner once again thought about the three. Gave it to Kellum. He'll cross over. Give it to Skabrenko in the corner. Takes a three this time off the back iron. No good. Rebound pulled down by Ryan Wolf. Back quickly the other way. Come the Royals. At the buzzer. Three-pointer on the way. Alvin rolled it. Jamison Nee hits the three-pointer at the buzzer. The Vincentian crowd goes wild behind us, and that was much needed for the Royals as they pull this game to within 6 here at the end of the first quarter. 23-17, your score. Lincoln Park on top. You had a little bit of everything in that first quarter, Jeff. Some good defense, some blocks, a lot of threes, a lot of back and forth action. There's only 6 points separate these teams now.
You'll figure what coach you're going to I almost got to thinking that with your Vincentian now, you're coming in here, you're down, like you said, you're down 6, but it could have been a lot worse. So, hey, great comeback on there. You point to the guy who hit that three-pointer. It's a great shot there. And the big thing for Vincentian is they're going to get the ball to start the second quarter.
They are, and their student section is fired up behind us. They got some crazy cheers going on right now.
If you're having a hard time hearing us over them, that's the reason why. If you're saying, where the announcers at? That might be a reason why. We're right behind the.
They were here early and they were fired up. As we kind of mentioned earlier, with Lincoln Park being a smaller music school, they don't really have much of a following other than their parents. Vincentian, on the other hand, has a huge following, has a huge student section here.
Well, I think with Lincoln Park, you get in the idea of they get the community of Midland to get behind them. Because they haven't had their own school there. They try and treat it their own, so they come in there and they're like, they're doing that there. And I think if you went down Midland right now, you might be the only person there seeing on the far side of the stands from here.
That is the truth. They're not very big, but they do travel well to support their Leopards. The Vincentian Royals just seem to be a little bit more passionate as we get things underway here in the third. Ball's going to go out of bounds. Jay Cortez for Vincentian just couldn't quite get his handles along the baseline. Looked like it might have gone off his foot. And Lincoln Park will come back the other way. The freshman, Ronell Cummings, brings the ball across the timeline, barks out some instructions for his teammates as he gets double teamed, finds Maverick Owen wide open, who gives it to Pipkin underneath. This first shot of the game, up and good for the Lincoln Park sixth man. Ryan Wolf now bringing it back the other way. His quick pass now outside is Kenna. He's going to drive baseline, pull up, get it back to Wolf. His left-handed runner off the front of the iron, no good. Lincoln Park will control and come back quickly the other way with numbers. It's Ronell Cummings going to take it right to the rack. He kind of looked off his man there like he was going to pass it to Maverick Rowan, just took it right to the rack and laid it in for an easy two. Now back to the shot, comes from Vincentian. Quick jumper for Ian Taylor from the right wing side is good. And it's 27-19. Lincoln Park leads here by 8. Now it's Skabrenko with the foul line jumper. He hits it. Just some quick back and forth scoring here for both teams. Skabrenko now with 11 points to lead all scorers. He's 4 or 5 from the field. The senior is feeling it for Lincoln Park. Now inside his niece. His shot off the back of the iron for Vincentian. No good. Quickly the other way comes Maverick Rowan. Takes it right to the paint. His shot up off the front of the iron. No good. Teams fight for the rebound. They're going to say off Vincentian. Lincoln Park will maintain possession and inbound from underneath the Vincentian hoop. 6:18 left here in the second quarter, 29-19. The Lincoln Park Leopards lead by 10. And Elijah Minnie is now back into the game. As the inbounds pass comes right inside to Maverick Rowan.
I was going to mention,
He just laid that one in easily.
didn't know when Minnie was going to come in there, but I mean, I probably might let him stay on there as long as the replacement's able to do it. I just say, hey, take a breather till get that half. But
We're on a 12-point lead. Ryan Wolf launches the three off the back of the iron. No good for Wolf. Looks like he might have gotten fouled, but nothing called. Now an alley-oop pass on the inside with Skabrenko, but he got fouled. And that's our first Lincoln Park alley-oop attempt we've seen all day. I'm surprised we made it to the second quarter before we saw one. Skabrenko will go to the line and shoot two.
I'm not surprised that that's the first attempt. Usually they don't do the alley-oop. Usually the guy who gets it just dunks it. They don't get to the alley-oop.
You make a good point, Jeff, as Skabrenko's first. Rattles around the rim and no good. And Minnie will check right back out as Pittman will come right back in.
Probably get him for defensive purposes. I'm a little surprised to do that kind of stretch so early in the game, but
Skabrenko makes the second 32-19, now 13-point lead for the Leopards. As Vincentian once again tries to come back quickly, Ryan Wolf gets it up top for Kenna. Kenna's three-pointer is on the way and true. Nothing but net. Much needed there for Vincentian. Now they trail by 10. Back comes Renell Cummings. He throws across court to Skabrenko. His three on the way. Off back iron, no good. Rebound pulled down by the Royals.
hopefully not having Minnie in the game hurts.
Nee takes the ball down the right wing side. Gets it up top for Kenna. Now the team's ball is loose. They fight for possession.
Travel.
People have the ball on the ground, but they're going to call travel. And the cheer for the Vincentian faithful behind us is this is a dance class, referring to the easy classes that some of the Lincoln Park players allegedly might be enrolled in.
I've heard some rumors, and if they think they're taking dance classes to get through they're mistaken. They're making their life a lot easier than that.
That's part of what you love about high school sports is the passion. And as long as this game stays close, we're going to have plenty of it in this gymnasium. I would think it's easy to say there's over 1,000 people here, wouldn't you, Jeff? This place is packed. I would like to know what the capacity is, because they got to be about as close as you can get. As a three-pointer on the way from Maverick Rowan, right wing side, no good, off iron. But he gets his own rebound, gets it inside to Kellum, who lays it in for an easy two. Vincentian and took off back down the court. And that was just a 4-on-1 for Lincoln Park there.
I think the only time I've seen this gym packed more, I think, was probably when North Allegheny was playing Newcastle.
Yep.
Or Hampton or somebody like that. It's just like, there
are not many seats in here, that's for sure. And you got to feel bad for the people behind the student section. Student section standing up. Those people got to have a tough time seeing.
We always wondered why there's like a few empty rows right behind the student section, and then when they stand up, you know why.
That's right. You got to account for that height differential. Has now controlling the ball top for Vincentian is Kevin Fisher. He gets a right wing side to Nee. Nee shot up and swatted away. Don't know if he even got the shot off, but he got the ball. Threw it to Kevin Fisher, who gives it right back to Nee. Now inside for Kenna. His three-pointer on the way and good. Kenna brought the ball outside, handed it off for Ian Taylor. Set him a nice little screen.
Well, Vincentian's going to be shooting threes. They're going to be in this game the whole night.
And that's what Vincentian likes to do, is shoot the three. They live and die by the free ball. As Maverick Rowan's shot is no good off the iron. Back comes Kevin Fisher, his right-handed leaner, no good, but the offensive rebound pulled down by Vincentian. Jake Cortez tried to go back up with the putback, but it was swatted out of bounds by, it looked like Renell Cummings.
Yeah.
And we're going to have our media timeout here in the second quarter with 3:52 left. Lincoln Park leads Vincentian 34-25.
Well, let's go get over through some scores here from the rest of the PIAA. Girls basketball, Westchester Ruston defeated North Penn 58-40. Cumberland Valley defeated Dover 45-36. Host school North Allegheny's got to be happy here. They defeated Hempfield 73-47. Newman Garati defeated St. Basil Academy 64-29. And just before this one tipped off, Seton LaSalle defeated Bishop Canevin 65-44. On the boys' side, only 2 games gone final. We know the semifinal in single A. St. John Newman defeated New Hope Academy 78-68. They will face Mass Civic Science Charter School, who defeated Church Farm 47-46. That would have been a good one there. So we have one Class A semifinal set.
Yes, we do.
We'll see what happens with that as far as that goes, because all the semifinal games will be on Tuesday, this coming Tuesday. So I know the one station down from where we're seated at, they're thinking if that happens, they could have a dilemma of where they go.
Yep. As Vincentian inbounds the ball, controlling now up top is the southpaw Ryan Wolf. He hands it off for teammate Ian Taylor, who gives it right back to him. Wolf throws a cross court now for Jamison Nee. Thought about the 3, but decided against it. He gives it to Wolf. Wolf gives it back to Nee. Nee right back to Wolf. As the 2 just kind of play catch with it up top. Wolf inside, tried to go to his teammate Kenna, but it was stolen away by Elijah Minnie. Now he brings it back down the length of the court. Pass inside for Cummings. His shot up, no good, but he was fouled. And once again, we're going to see another quick swap here. Elijah Minnie, Christopher Pipkin.
I don't understand it, but if it works, use it.
Now Cummings at the line now. First shot attempt is up and swished. Second one on the way, and also swished for Renell Cummings. 35-25 here, 3 minutes left in the first half. As Vincentian brings the ball up court, Kevin Fisher gets double teamed, but finds his teammate Nee, who gives it right back to him. Now it's Ryan Wolf with the ball at the top of the key. He gets it over to Nee. Ball went out of bounds. They're going to say off Vincentian. They were trying to go inside.
I think they went inside, just misfired on that one.
And Lincoln Park will bring it back up the timeline slowly. As Renell Cummings hands it to Skowrenko on the left wing side. Skowrenko gives it to Maverick Rowan, who throws an alley-oop pass. But no good. Skowrenko just couldn't really get the handle on it. Nice attempt at a backdoor alley-oop there. Something you rarely see in high school basketball. They just couldn't finish. Ball out of bounds, and Vincentian will control down 11. And then now Kevin Fisher will get double teamed once again. This time he loses it, and it's going to be Maverick Rowan coming in all alone, lays it up off the glass and good. So dangerous is that Lincoln Park press. Once again, that's the third time this game. They've just got an easy transition basket off of a steal. Ryan Wolf brings it back to Vincentian, desperately needing some points here by the Royals. We're going to have a foul push called. Looked like it was on the senior, Ryan Skowrenko. Yep, we're going to call it on the freshman, Renell Cummings, his first. As Ryan Wolf now controls out near half court, standing on the NA Tiger logo as he bounce passes it across for Nee. Nee gives it back to Wolf. His three-pointer on the way, off back iron, no good. Rebound pulled down by Maverick Rowan. Maverick Rowan now gets double teamed, but gets out of it. Finds Pipkin. Pipkin to Skowrenko to Cummings. Quick pass and get to Lincoln Park. Three on the way off the iron. No good. Rebound pulled down by Pipkin, however. His shot up. No good. But the third chance from Maverick Rowan is good. The sophomore, verbal commit to Pitt, puts his team up by 15 points. He's now your leading scorer with 13. Now quick three on the way from Vincentian. Vincentian off back iron, no good. But getting his own rebound is Ian Taylor. He tries it again off back iron once again. Just too strong here for Vincentian. And Lincoln Park will control. Maverick Rowan on the right wing side. Now it's Antonio Keller, but he's going to lose the ball. Stolen away by Kevin Fisher. He comes back 2-on-1. Bounce pass across. Easy lay-in for Ryan Wolf. Ryan Wolf's been quiet. His first basket in his second half was just get under a minute left here. Sorry, in the first half, second quarter.
What we got here?
We're going to have a whistle. Looks like hip and bleeding. Is that why?
I think that might be the.
Not sure, but anyways, Lincoln Park will inbound again. Has Elijah Minnie. We'll check back in. Maverick Rowan's going to go right to the rack. He's going to get fouled and one. Maverick Rowan, the sophomore, with an impressive play. Looked like they might have been able to call that one an offensive foul. But the call, Rowan, he got the finish. He's now got 15 points to lead all scorers. And he's got a chance to extend the Lincoln Park lead to 16 here with 47 seconds left in this first half. Maverick Rowan's free throw attempt is up and good. Vincentian works the ball around the horn. Ball up top for Kevin Fisher. He lost it once again. Cornell Cummings had a one-on-two opportunity, got a poke out of his hand. Lincoln Park will maintain possession here. 34 seconds left in the quarter. Skowrenko will inbound the ball from underneath the Vincentian hoop. He gets it to Cummings, who gets it up top to Kellum. Kellum gets double teamed, finds Maverick Rowan, who launches a three, and swishes it. And Maverick Rowan is taking over, folks, just like that. He's got 19. Does the sophomore, who is verbally committed to the Pitt Panthers. As back quickly comes Ryan Wolf, his left-hander off the glass. No good. Maverick Rowan pulls down the rebound. He brings it back. 10 seconds left here. But they're going to say he walked. Rowan got double teamed, tried to step out of it to make a pass to Rennell Cummings. They're going to say he picked up his pivot foot, and with 9.5 seconds left, Vincentian will be able to play for the last shot.
Number 22 for Lefty, Rutland.
Inbound pass comes to Fisher. Who the Leopards lead the Royals here at halftime. Vincentian is going to have to find a way to shoot their way back into this one, as they have just not been able to find an answer for the Lincoln Park press. And on the opposite side, Lincoln Park has just had their way, especially inside with their distinct height advantage over Vincentian. We are going to take a commercial break, a halftime break here on the Champ Sports Network. Once again, I'm Wesley Uhler, joined by Jeffrey Wink here inside the gymnasium of North Allegheny. At halftime, the Lincoln Park Leopards 48, the Vincentian Royals 27. Stay with us, folks. Second half action coming up here on the Champ Sports Network. We'll have it all for you as it unfolds the rest of the way. Stay with us.
be a long spot. North Catholic lose their game. They're going to far under this one up at North Catholic. So, okay. Let's change for the second somehow. Well, they still might go really good. But, yeah, but when, so I'm thinking if Dallas puts his name on, I'm not thinking he'll be afraid.
And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for tuning in to the Champ Sports Network here, live from inside of the gymnasium of North Allegheny here in Wexford, Pennsylvania, for two of the best teams in Class A basketball here in Western Pennsylvania. This is the Pennsylvania State Playoffs Quarterfinals. Lincoln Park leads Vincentian 48-27 at halftime. Vincentian's going to need some three-point magic here. They're going to need Ryan Wolf to, they're going to need the southpaw to break out some of his signature, long ball, excuse me.
That's amazing, though, man. You take it from the last time out. Lincoln Park went on a 10-2 run to end the second quarter, so that was a big one there.
Maverick Rowan leads all scorers with 19 here. Ryan Wolf has 8 for Vincentian, as does Jim Kenna. Once again, this is quarterfinal action in the PIAA Class A State Boys Basketball Championship. Lincoln Park got here by demolishing Forbes Road, and Vincentian Academy got here by demolishing Homer Central.
Probably the first real, I think both teams probably knew this would probably be their first real test of the
postseason campaign.
Yeah. Well, at least of the state playoffs. I mean, Vincentian,
the Whippeals.
I mean, when you have, I was at that game when they lost to Monessen up in Montour, and you put 90 points on the board in a loss. You know it's not your offense that was the problem. I mean, I still look at it like, 90 and you lost?
And you lost in a high school basketball game?
Yeah, this is high school. I mean, Vincentian puts the notion that if you ever thought of putting a shot clock on in basketball, you go to one of their games and all of a sudden the shots go away. They're like, oh, we don't need it. But I think the weakness I saw with Vincentian, I think, is coming out here. They just don't have the size really with Lincoln Park, and when you have to go up against size, you can't teach that. So it's one thing if you go up against another team that plays the same style you do, even at the same speed that you do. So okay, I can simulate that in practice, but you can't simulate size.
You're absolutely right, Jeff, and Vincentian has just been killed on the glass all night, which is why you got to think for them to get back in this one, they're going to need to start hitting their long balls and start hitting them often. So it's not like Lincoln Park's going to stop scoring. Just about ready to get things underway here in the third quarter. If Vincentian can pull this one close, Jeff, they got the crowd advantage here, but not much for the crowd left to cheer for when you're down 19 points and you give up a 10-0 run there at the end of the first half. There's still plenty of time left for Vincentian to get back into this one, but they're going to have to start soon.
And Lincoln Park will get the ball to start this thing. Just got another final update here. Girls AA. Bull defeated General McLean 62-48, so we have an all WPIAL semifinal at the AA level, meaning there will be at least one Whitfield representative going to Hershey.
And that's what we like to see. As Lincoln Park here gets things started in the second half, but the ball's stolen right away by Jamison Nee. Back comes Ryan Wolf for the quick left-handed shot off the front of the iron. No good. But the offensive rebound controlled by Vincentian. Now it's Nee once again. His three-pointer on the way and good. Shot came right in front of us. I think his foot might have been on the line, but the referee missed it. And that was exactly what Vincentian needed as we finally here got our first alley-oop of the game. Renell Cummings brought it down the right wing side, threw it up for Elijah Minnie, who finished beautifully. As now back quickly comes Vincentian. Ryan Wolf's interior pass for Jay Cortez, laid up and in. So just like we saw in the first half, both teams come out strong, lots of scoring. But Vincentian's going to have to get some stops if they want to get back into this one. Down 18.
Well, Vincentian came out in a press there. I think Lincoln Park was a little bit taken aback by that, but
Maverick Rowan, they left him wide open. Kind of looked his man off, and Maverick Rowan with 22 points now.
Made that look easy.
As he does most things most of his actions out on the court look pretty easy. As coming back the other way, Jamison Nee gets the tough roller.
I know basketball coaches like to see their players sweat after a game. I almost want to see him after this one to see if he is sweating. It looks like it's too easy for him.
Vincentian steals the ball, coming back quickly now. Cortez, three-pointer on the way, off back iron, too strong. Rebound pulled down by who else? Maverick Rowan. Now it's Kellum coming back for Lincoln Park. His right wing jumper off glass, off iron, no good. Back comes Nee now for Vincentian. He's going to take it all the way. Shot up. No good, but he was fouled.
They're not even giving him the shot.
They're not giving him the shot there? Nope, you're right. They're going to call it on the floor.
Hey, it's Maverick Rowan, but they have nothing with that. He's got that's only one for him.
Sure right. Maverick Rowan, the sophomore Pittsburgh commit, doesn't even look like he's broken a sweat so far. As the tough right-handed, almost hook shot from Jim Kenna falls. And it's 53-36. As Cummings dishes it off for Minnie. He takes it right to the rack. Right-handed roll-in off of glass and good. Another quick answer from Lincoln Park. As back comes Vincentian. It's Kenna with the ball, but he dribbles around, loses it. But his teammate Monahan gets it. His shot up, no good. Too short. Pulling down the rebound. Back quickly comes Lincoln Park. Another alley-oop for Minnie, no good. But who else is there to get the offensive rebound and put it back in but Maverick Rowan, who now has 24 points in the game.
They almost do those kind of things, and it looks like they draw it up. Like those broken plays, Lincoln Park makes it look like it's drawn up.
That's a great way to put it, Jeff. As Ryan Wolf thought about a three, has it stolen away from him by Maverick Rowan. Gets it up to the freshman Cummings. His tough shot. Left-handed, good.
What we got here? It looks like...
And a timeout by Lincoln Park. Looks like Minnie might have gotten poked in the eye.
Yeah.
Their coach took a timeout. He's in some pain. Might see him sit down for a minute. As Lincoln Park has opened up a 23-point lead.
Those are kind of timeouts like in college basketball. You see called at the end of the first half when a coach is like in complete control, but they're not going to let the NCAA just take a timeout away.
Right. We're going to use. You got to use it. Yep. You got to use it or you lose it. So good call, Jeff. And you're right, we've seen momentum swing so quick in these games. Even though Lincoln Park is up by 23 points, want to make sure that they stay focused, stick to the task at hand, and show no mercy, if you will. Last thing you want to do is take your foot off the gas pedal at this point. There's still plenty of time left, still 5 and change here left in the third.
And Vincentian can again get hot from three-point range, and as long as if they're hot from three-point, that's the equalizer.
Kevin Fisher shot off the front of the iron, no good, but he got his own rebound. Now he'll drive to the hoop again. He's fouled, shot, no good, but he'll shoot two. Nice hustle play there by Kevin Fisher. Missed the shot off the front of the iron, got his own rebound. kind of dribbled out, then took it right back in to the rack. Didn't get the shot to fall, but he got fouled. And he will shoot two. First one on the way. Off the front of the iron, off the back of the iron, rolls out, no good.
I did a game between these two teams of 3 years ago with Matt. I said that's probably the big equalizer Vincentian's got to work on, has to do is convert from the from the free throw line.
Second one is good. Back comes Lincoln Park. Ball's going to go out of bounds off of Vincentian. Lincoln Park will inbound. 49-37 the score. Lincoln Park leads by 22. Now Elijah Minnie controls. He throws across court to Maverick Rowan, who's going to take another three. This time he airballed it. And the Vincentian student section lets him know. But he almost stole the ball back.
There you go.
Right in front of us. Refs say it's off.
It was off him.
Off Rowan's leg.
It was.
Jamison Nee and Ryan Wolf once again will play hot potato up at the top of the key. As Wolf gets it over to Fisher. He gets it back to Nee, who's going to drive. Left-handed shot up and good.
Wolf has the mouth guard. If you ever see him, it looks like he has a mouth guard painted that makes it look like he's Dracula.
Ryan Wolf steals the inbound pass. His three on the way, too strong. The offensive rebound fought for, going to be controlled by Vincentian. They come back 2-on-1. Elijah Minnie throws the alley-oop pass from Maverick Rowan off the glass, off the iron, no good. Tough break there for Maverick Rowan. His back quickly again comes Vincentian. Knee's going to take it right to the rack, hands it off for Cortez. His shot up, swatted away by Minnie. But Knee gets the rebound, launches the three, off the front of the iron, no good. Minnie pulls down the rebound. Great back and forth action here from both teams. Now Lincoln Park quickly the other way. Rowan inside the paint, spins with a beautiful move, but too strong. Was Maverick Rowan's layup attempt, and back again will come Vincentian. Now it's Knee with it in the right wing corner. He's going to drive baseline, shot up, no good, but he was fouled. So down 20 points. Vincentian starting to put things together here a little bit. 3:30 left in this third quarter.
Media timeout, 77.
And we'll have our media timeout before the sophomore Jamison E. will have two attempts from the charity stripe.
That's usually a typical way of doing it. Take the timeout first.
Lots of great back and forth action here from the teams so far in this third quarter. 20-point lead still, though, for the Lincoln Park Leopards. And now we have a little bring it on style competition between the cheerleaders here to see who can do more consecutive backflips.
And both of them do. And I think one of them could do more than I could even attempt to try.
And now the Vincentian, that'll get the Vincentian fans going as their cheerleader did more backflips than the Lincoln Park cheerleader. The Vincentian, they want something to cheer about on the scoreboard here. As I mentioned, a big following for Vincentian here. Their student section right behind us. They made it hard to hear in the first half, especially when it was just a 6-point game at the start of the second quarter. They've been a little bit more quiet here. Let's see if their team can get them back in this.
Well, they're being quiet because their guy's at the free throw right now. He's going to...
As his knee misses his first one. Rattled around the rim, no good. No luck there for the sophomore guard. But he'll get another shot. Try and make this a 19-point game. And he does. Switch the second one, and he'll take a seat for a minute. Jack Monahan checks into the game for the Royals.
Well, good news what we have here as far as concerning the winner of this game is that North Catholic leading Bishop Carroll up with Gateway High School 20-14 at halftime. So
less travel is always good.
32, Ian Taylor, his first, team first.
I believe all the District 9 teams are out, so that eliminates a trip up to Clarion University. It's nice, but it's murder on the. Oh my God!
Maverick Rowan took it right to the hoop.
I think they're calling a jump ball.
They're going to call a jump ball. Possession's going to go with Vincentian. Looked like they could have gotten. Looked like they could have gotten Rowan for the up down there.
I think that's what. Yeah, I think that's what the Vincentian fans wanted. They wanted the up down.
But it'll still be Vincentian ball. As now in the corner, three-pointer on the way for Jamison Nee. No good, too short. Rebound pulled down by Elijah Minnie. He's going to struggle with the ball. Tried to get it to teammate Rennell Cummings, who's double-teamed, went out of bounds. Off Cummings, and now Vincentian will inbound from underneath the Lincoln Park hoop. Now it's Nee on the left wing side. Takes it right to the rack. Right-handed shot up and swatted.
I think if they would have got that, they might have called goaltending. I think the only reason they didn't call goaltending is he sort of tipped it away, and they was like, okay, can't really call that goaltending now.
Back now comes Vincentian after the Lincoln Park miss. It's Ryan Wolf. His lefty shot up, no good off the iron. Teams fought for the rebound. They're going to call a foul. Looked like it was on number 20 for Vincentian, Jim Kenna.
Yeah. They got that.
Now it's Antonio Kellum inbounding the ball from underneath his own basket. It's tipped by Jamison Nee, and he's going to control it. Now he'll throw it cross court for teammate Jim Kenna, who launches a three and swishes it. 16-point lead now for Lincoln Park as Vincentian will press. Maverick Rowan comes back quickly the other way. Gets it in the corner for Elijah Minnie. He pumps. Throws it cross court to Skowronko, who loves the three. He's going to take one. No. Too strong, but he gets his own rebound. Gets it to Minnie. His shot up. No good.
When Minnie was thrown out, it was like he was like throwing a pass from center field.
A lot of cross-court passes between these two teams. They like to play fast. They like to play aggressive. And Minnie will shoot two with just over two remaining here in the third quarter. First one up and good for the senior. Elijah Minnie now second attempt on the way and good as well.
That's helpful for Lincoln Park having a big man like that who can hit free throws, because I think that takes a defensive weapon away from a team if you have somebody like that.
Shot by Kenna off the rim. Back quickly now comes Lincoln Park. Shot missed by Minnie, but cleaning up on the rebound. Ryan Skowronko there for the putback. And it's a 19-point lead for Lincoln Park once again. Controlling now is Fisher for Vincentian. His shot, no good. Teams fight for possession under the hoop. Elijah Minnie pulls it out, now gets it to Rowan. Who's going to be fouled just outside the three-point line.
They're going to say he was fouled before he got the shot off, so no.
Inbounds pass comes to Kellum. He gets trapped in the corner but manages to dribble out of it, but loses his handle. Now back with a 2-on-1 comes Vincentian. Bounce pass to Nee. His shot stolen. Stolen right out of his hands by Rennell Cummings. Beautiful defensive play. Now the team's fighting for possession again. We're going to have a jump ball, it looks like.
No, I think Skowronko called a timeout before the jump ball.
Nope, they're going to call a jump ball because they just switched the possession arrow.
Yeah, they're getting ready to do that. So he did not get the timeout.
But Lincoln Park will maintain possession on the jump ball. Kellum to inbound, gets it to Rowan. He gives it right back to Kellum. Almost had it stolen away, spun out of it. Now it's Cummings for Lincoln Park. Throws across court to Skowronko. Back to Rowan. Rowan dribbles, takes a step. Nice, tough, right-handed lay-in from Maverick Rowan. He just can't be stopped out here, especially in this third quarter, folks. Now a three-pointer on the way for Vincentian. The lefty southpaw, Ryan Wolf, finally hits one. They're going to need him to heat up if they want to get back in this, down 19. Now back quickly comes Lincoln Park the other way, but it's stolen away by Nee. Now it's Wolf again. He takes it right to the rack, spins, shot up, no good, but Nee gets it.
And they weren't expecting it.
Yep, Nee tried to go inside for it. Looked like Jay Cortez there. Cortez wasn't ready. Off him, and it'll be Lincoln Park ball. 46 seconds left here in this third quarter. Antonio Kellum looks at his options as he dribbles slowly up the hardwood. Gets it to Maverick Rowan, who controls on the left side. Back to Kellum. Kellum makes a man miss. Takes it right to the rack. Shot up. No good. A miss. Grabbed by Elijah Minnie, who missed the dunk as well. Now teams fight for possession underneath the basket. Vincentian comes out with it. Here's Kenna. He's going to launch a three. Nothing but net.
What we got here? You got to call him up there.
For the senior and Vincentian head coach George Yokitis wants a timeout. Another one of those use it or lose it timeouts, I believe, Jeff.
I think he's seeing him there. He doesn't want to he wants to set up a defense here. He knows what he's in. He's like, we're getting back into it. Let's get our defense together here.
A 16-point lead now for Lincoln Park. Good chance that they will hold here for the last shot in the third quarter here. You're right, Jeff. Good call. George Yokitis just wanting to make sure he takes a timeout here with 18 seconds left to make sure his team doesn't give Lincoln Park anything easy.
They're making sure they're not going to cover.
Tried to run the home run play for Elijah Minnie, but instead they give it to Maverick Rowan. Plenty of time now, 12 seconds, as Cummings dribbles out around the top of the key. Gets it back to Rowan. Now it's Rowan on the left wing side. He'll fake once, fake twice, shot up and good. With a hand in his face, Maverick Rowan at the buzzer. Well, with 2 seconds left, but almost at the buzzer. Maverick Rowan gets his 28th point. And that'll do it here in the third quarter. 67-49. The Lincoln Park Leopards lead the Vincentian Royals. And it's going to take some kind of comeback here if Vincentian wants to win this one.
Yeah, we'll give our shout out of the game here to our advertiser, sponsor JR Advertising in Moon Township, making this broadcast possible for everyone here.
Absolutely. Thank you to our sponsors.
And another final from Newcastle in AAA, first boys final in AAA. Central Valley escapes with a 69-62 win over Farrell, and they're gonna have a tough one. They're gonna have to head out east, they're gonna have to head out east for the semifinals. For the semifinals, because they're playing a team out there with the way AAA is set up.
First quarter possession.
It'll be Vincentian's ball to inbound here to get things going. And the last 8 minutes of this one, once again, 67-49. Thank you for tuning in to the Champ Sports Network's presentation of PIAA Class A State Basketball. Has a quick three on the way for Kenna. And he missed it. It looked for a second like he might have swished it, but he airballed it. Back comes Lincoln Park now. It's Cummings on the left wing side. Thought about going baseline, threw it across the Maverick Rowan instead. He'll take one step, shot up, too strong, off the iron, controlled by Kellum. His right-handed scoop shot is good. 20-point lead now for Lincoln Park as Ryan Wolf comes back down the left wing side. Now for Vincentian controlling is Kenna. He gets double-teamed, dribbles out of it. Gets it across court to his teammate Nee, who launches a three. It rolls in and out. Tough break there for Vincentian. Teams battle for ball now at the timeline.
That should be a jump ball.
That's going to be a jump ball, yep. Good call there by the ref, I think. Two players, clearly 50-50 possession. Was Ryan Wolf and Rennell Cummings fighting for it on the deck.
I almost thought they might have called Lincoln Park with an over and back. I don't know if I guess they're saying it was tipped out of his hand, so it wasn't.
And now it's Cummings. Fakes the pass, takes it right to the hoop. Gets the foul and one. What a play by the freshman Rennell Cummings. Just looked his defender off with the fake pass, took it right to the rim, got fouled and finished.
If you participated in the 50-50, please get out of here at this time.
Chance at an old-fashioned three-point play here for Cummings, and he converts. Freshman sure has a bright future ahead of him, Rennell Cummings. Now, I would expect him to be generating some college interest very soon, as I'm sure he already has. As a quick three comes the other way from Cortez, off the front of the iron. Now back comes Cummings once again, gives it off to Kellum. His left-handed layup rolls around the rim and drops. As Kellum has got his 6th point of the afternoon off the Cummings assist. Now on the left wing side is Wolf. His three on the way, off the back iron, too strong. Rebound pulled down by Vincentian. Another three on the way from Fisher. This one off the iron once again. And Elijah Minnie will control this rebound for Lincoln Park. Throw the ball to Cummings, who will just take his time. Gets it to Maverick Rowan, who launches another three. And Maverick Rowan swishes another three. 77-49 here. Those things are just starting to get out of the reach of the Vincentian Royals. We'll have a pushing foul called on Antonio Kellum. His 2nd of the game, and Vincentian will inbound from underneath the hoop.
254, 329. If you hold this ticket, please sign your scores ticket.
Now it's Vincentian on the right wing side. Controlling is Fisher. He gets it to Knee, who pump fakes, takes it right to the hoop. Tough right-handed shot is blocked by Elijah Minnie. Now coming back the other way with the ball is Minnie. Lost the handle on it, now controlled by Vincentian.
Timeout. He called timeout as he couldn't get.
It was on the ground, looked like it was about to be called a traveling, but a smart timeout call taken by the senior, Kevin Fisher. With just a tick over 6 minutes left here, 77-49 is your score from inside the North Allegheny Gymnasium. This is Champ Sports Network's presentation of PIAA Boys State Championship Basketball.
The referee went over to make sure that Lincoln Park stays up on this, but I think one guy was just getting water and just getting some water, so. This seems like it's almost like Maverick Rowan. So it's a different person. It seems like each game you don't know who it is, but somebody's going to come up and get a bunch of points for Lincoln Park here today. It happens to be Maverick Rowan, who's got 31 so far.
Quick jump shot from the foul line falls for Kenna. Vincentian gets 2 points. 77-51 now the score is Maverick Rowan drives the baseline, takes it up off the glass and good. Maverick Rowan, 33 points so far, folks. As back quickly the other way comes Kenna. Tried to go to the rack, looked like he might have ran into his own teammate, lost the handle on the ball. And Lincoln Park will control once again and they'll take their time, bringing it up the hardwood. Now the freshman Cummings throws it inside for a wide open Elijah Minnie, who lays it in. Minnie just got loose behind the Vincentian defense, and now it's a 30-point lead for Lincoln Park.
2-9.
Now it's Kenna controlling, and he just throws it away right to Maverick Rowan, who gets it up court for Elijah Minnie, who tip passes it beautifully to Antonio Kellum. Elijah Minnie knew he wasn't going to be able to control that one with two guys all on his grill. Tip passed it right to Kellum for the easy lay-in, and now Lincoln Park is just opening up the clinic like we've seen them do many times this season. And they throw it away once again, does Vincentian. This time it's Minnie and Rowan one-on-one. Minnie with the fake and a two-handed slamma-jamma. Elijah Minnie faked the pass to Maverick Rowan and just threw it down. We're going to have a foul on the inbounds pass by Rennell Cummings. As some of the people in the gymnasium start to head out, 85-51 the score here with 4:38 left in the fourth.
Timeout, Lincoln Park, 60 seconds.
Lincoln Park wants to take a full timeout here. Got a little thing here for one of the earlier games in Newman Vermont. They're heading to the Final Four of the state tournament for the first time since 1973. The current coach, Paul Petrevich, was their top scorer that year.
That is a good story right there. Let's look ahead here real quick, folks. Coming up next, we will have the PIAA semifinals with what appears to be Lincoln Park at this point punching their ticket to play either North Catholic or Bishop Carroll, correct?
Yeah, that's correct.
And that game will be Tuesday, this coming Tuesday, March 18th, all leading up to the state championships. Friday, March 21st from the Giant Center in Hershey. Will Lincoln Park be there? It looks like it's theirs to lose.
I think some of the coaches for Lincoln Park were probably some of the happiest ones that they moved it out of dump ball to Vincentian. But they were sort of the ones that were the happiest that they moved it from Penn State to the Giant Center, because they went up there twice to Penn State and came away with nothing. They figured they might, if it goes to Hershey, they might get something.
Right, they want the voodoo on their side this year. As Vincentian now works the ball around the horn, three-pointer on the way from me, and he drilled it. 85-54. As Maverick Rowan brings the ball up the court for Lincoln Park, he's just kind of got awkwardly pushed and got a shot off. So he will shoot too. Smart play there by Maverick Rowan. Vincentian fans don't like it, but that's basketball nowadays. They're going to give you the shooting foul more times than not. Smart play by Maverick Rowan, even though he knew he had no chance of making it, just to get a shot off. His first one. It was good.
I think what they were upset about is they basically know with Maverick Rowan, you're basically just putting 2 points on the board for the most part. I mean, it's very seldom he misses free throws.
As he makes them both.
In fact, I still think with his thought of that, I think if they the first one he counted as a miss because it rattled in. It wasn't a swish.
Now back coming quickly for Vincentian as Ryan Wolf takes it right to the hoop, off the back of the glass, no good, gets his own rebound. This one rattles in for Ryan Wolf. Only 13 points on the day so far for Ryan Wolf, much less than we're used to seeing him score. You can credit that to the height and the length of the Lincoln Park defense as Maverick Rowan in the paint gets fouled once again. He'll go to the line for 2 more.
I almost think the minute he goes up there, like he's got a mission to break a backboard. He's trying.
We'll have our last media timeout here.
Kenner got the foul on that one. That's his fourth.
(89-54) here. Lincoln Park leads, and Jeff, a good majority of the season so far, we've seen Lincoln Park get that 40-point lead with a running clock. They're only 6 points away right now, with Maverick Rowan at the line shooting 2. Might we see another running clock here before it's all said and done?
You might see one here. It sort of like would have surprised me with that. I didn't think Vincentian would ever be able to let them get the running clock, but although it did take them to under 3 minutes to get one, I think we were starting the second half basically on Tuesday with a running clock.
Yep, Tuesday we had a running clock, like you said, for most of the second half, as Lincoln Park ran away with a win over Forbes Road. As we mentioned, Vincentian ran away with a win, 94-66 over Homer Central. As the Vincentian students chant fourth-year sophomore Maverick Rowan as he's at the line. When Maverick Rowan makes him 37 points for the quote-unquote fourth-year sophomore who's verbally committed to Pitt. And I tell you what, Maverick Rowan can put on a little bit more muscle. I would be a very excited person if I was a Pitt Panthers fan.
They're probably not going to be able to put that on until he gets to Pitt, because I just don't know if you have the time to do that in high school. Everyone says, "Oh, how come they just don't put the muscle on in high school?" Well, sometimes you just don't have time because you have your classes, you want to do those other activities you're in.
You're in school all day.
Yeah.
You're right. It's not like in college where you're maybe in school for a couple hours. You got a couple classes every day.
Yeah.
They're there for about 9-10 hours every day. Maverick Rowan surely has a bright future ahead of him if he can stay on track, stay healthy. As Rennell Cummings hits his first three throws, second one on the way, also good. 91-58 our score here at the NA Tigers Den. The Lincoln Park Leopards running away with this one as Ryan Wolf takes it on the left wing side, gets it across to teammate Cortez. His three on the way, no good. Team strike for possession.
And they're
going to have another jump ball, it looks like.
Possession, Lincoln Park.
Lincoln Park will inbound the ball here. They'll just be content to take their time. As Cummings brings it across the timeline. Gets it across to Kellum. Kellum and Cummings, I tell you what, I think they got every color of the spectrum represented in their sneakers. As Kellum hands it off for Maverick Rowan, he gets triple teamed, dribbles out, beats one man, dribbles out again, gets it up top to Cummings. Maverick Rowan with the handles. Now Cummings will take a jump shot from the left wing side. Too strong. Rebound pulled down by Vincentian.
Talk about the shoes, and you got Elijah Minnie, who looks like he's not even wearing Air Jordans, which is what seems to be or maybe wearing last year's model.
As Ryan Wolf hits a quick three, but here comes a one-handed slam by Elijah Minnie. Tomahawks it down as he scores his 16th point of the game. Now another quick three for Vincentian from Cortez. No good, but they're going to say the rebound off. Out of bounds off of Lincoln Park. Vincentian will maintain control. 2 minutes left here in this one. 93-61 your score as Wolf launches a three. No good. Maverick Rowan will put on the rebound, come back quickly the other way. He's going to take it right to the rack. Alley-oop for Minnie. Touches it off the glass. Picturesque once again from Lincoln Park as Vincentian comes back the other way. Tries their own alley-oop. Thinking twice about it was Jay Cortez. Brought the ball down. Went back up. Got fouled. He will shoot two.
And now you're starting to see the substitutions come in for Lincoln Park here.
And once again, more fans make the exodus from the North Allegheny Tigers Den Gymnasium. As some of the Vincentian players will get taken off the court for the last time.
Some of the print media is starting to head to locker room area to get the first
seniors.
The coaches.
Seniors Jim Kenna and Kevin Frazier get a hug from the coaches and their teammates. Then they get their name chanted by their student section, who sure did a great job of trying to will them to victory all night. As Cummings now will get double teamed for Lincoln Park, triple team, finds a way to pass out of it. And we'll get the ball back and just control up near the timeline. Now a whole slew of new Lincoln Park players in the game. They're going to call a travel on. Looks like Dermonti Welling there got called for taking too many steps.
You can't fault Vincentian on this one here. They played their hearts out. We kind of knew you look at the scoreboard and they're going to say, oh, this wasn't there. But it was close for a while there.
It was.
I mean, that was hard pulled away. But, I mean, I've seen them play games where they're pulling away, and you're in the first quarter. At least Vincentian made them play at least for
the first half. They kept it close.
Yeah. That's probably a good bit in the third quarter, too.
As Pipkin lays it in for Lincoln Park. Just 45 seconds left here to go. 97-64 your score. As the Vincentian student section behind us chants, thank you, seniors. They did a great job all evening. The foul comes here for number 4 for Vincentian, David Jen. Checked to the deck hard, to use a hockey term, by Monty Welling. And now the Lincoln Park parents got their own little cheer going on. And the Vincentian students come back with nice recruiting. Gotta love it.
I don't know if they got much to speak about because they can go ahead and do their own themselves.
Exactly. Pipkin once again gets a shot to go inside. And it's 99 points for Lincoln Park. As the clock winds down here, they might not break 100, but they sure got close.
Good ball.
4 seconds left, 99-64 the score. Vincentian will inbound one more time, and this one, as they say, is all over but the crying. Inbound pass comes to David Jen, and he'll just dribble it out. That's going to do it, folks. 99-64 your final from here on the campus of North Allegheny inside the Tigers' Den. Lincoln Park Leopards advance on to the state semifinals where they will meet either North Catholic or Bishop Carroll. Once again, 99-64 your final score. Maverick Rowan leads the way for Lincoln Park, as he quite often does. And the scary thing about this one, Jeff, is we didn't even see a very good or your normal performance, if you will, from Elijah Minnie, and Lincoln Park still ran away with this one.
Yeah, and that's what you go look for. You look at that there, and you see that, and you're like, oh, what are you doing here? And it's like, you first look at it and you say, Elijah Minnie didn't have that thing. You're like, oh, you're going to do that there. But they're just so deep, it's unbelievable what they're able to do with that.
Well, folks, we want to thank you for tuning in to Champ Sports Network's presentation of PIAA Class A Boys State Basketball Championships. Tuesday night, March 18th. We will be on air once again broadcasting Lincoln Park in their semifinal game. So be sure and join us on Champs for that one. Once again, that's this coming Tuesday. Well, for Jeffrey Wink, I am Wesley Uhler. Thank you, folks, once again for tuning in to our Champ Sports Network's coverage. Lincoln Park advances with the score of 99-64 over the Vincentian Royals. Make sure you join us Tuesday for some PIAA semifinal action.